Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about peace, basically how to acquire peace when you're in those stressful times, when you're going through a lot. So I want to take you on a journey of pretty much my discovery of finding peace and what that really is, at least to me. This is my own perspective, this is my own, experience with finding peace, so hopefully it encourages you throughout the video. First, I'm going to start off with what I thought peace was. Basically, what I thought peace was this state of mind, or this feeling of no stress, like nothing going on, nothing confrontational, nothing taking me out of my comfort zone, just anything, pretty much avoiding people or things that would, I feel like, take me out of peace or out of joy, you know what I mean, that would frustrate me or make me uncomfortable. So after going through that and feeling like, okay, peace is supposed to be this feeling of not being bothered, not being annoyed, no confrontation, no challenge, no stress, that was what peace was to me. So what I learned about having peace after going through so much and after pretty much running from every situation or person that I felt like was taken away from my peace, at first I would feel at peace, like I was like, oh, I would feel relieved, like, oh, finally, I don't have to deal with that no more. I don't have to deal with this person no more. I don't have to deal with this job anymore. I don't have to deal with this situation anymore, because now this thing or whatever it is has brought me peace. I'm finally at peace because I don't have to deal with this, right? But then after maybe a couple of weeks, maybe a month, I wouldn't like regret leaving that particular thing, but I would feel a sense of like emptiness or lost or like a void or feeling like, well, I'm at peace, but now what? And then my mind would be like idle, and then I would start, thinking about things that are just not necessary to think about, or start feeling like a sense of, I don't have a purpose. Why am I here? Why is it that every job I go to, I feel like I'm not supposed to be there? I feel like it's not my calling, or I feel like I'm not at peace because this person keeps getting on my nerve. It's everybody else's fault. Why do people keep irritating me? Why do people keep annoying me? But then when I had ran so many times and just continued to just run from things that were difficult, I realized that my perspective of being at peace wasn't healthy and wasn't very accurate, because if being at peace meant that I'm running from everything that's causing the issue, how can I learn how to handle issues peacefully, if that makes sense? Because in life, nothing's going to be easy. To whom much is given, much is required. So if you plan on being this grand person, this person who is super successful, there are going to be things that intervene, that are going to come into your life that don't feel good, or that are annoying, or that are not bringing you peace. But you have to learn how to deal with that, and you have to change your perspective of whatever that situation is. And that's what I learned. During this time of me discovering peace, I felt alone. I felt misunderstood. Like I said, I felt lost, and I just didn't understand why I was feeling this way. Why is it that these situations make me basically cower and run away? Am I doing something wrong? I really had to dig deep, because I'm like, it's not just these people, because this person seems to be at peace. That person seems to be fine. So why is it that I don't have the capacity or the patience or the tolerance to deal with this in a better way? So now I finally learned how to get peace and the truth about peace. This is my truth that I discovered. I discovered that peace is a decision. Peace starts with accountability and responsibility. Hold yourself accountable for the peace that you want, and understand that you're responsible for the peace that you have. Your peace belongs to you, and only you can give the authority or power to someone else to take that away from you. True peace is deciding to accept whatever that situation or thing is, and deciding that, okay, I accept that this is what's happening right now, but I'm not going to allow it to consume me. Therefore, I'm going to decide to be at peace in this situation, and to rationally think of a way that I can handle this situation properly. And if this situation is unhealthy for me, for example, yeah, I ran from those things, but a lot of those things were justified, were not healthy for me. But I could have stayed longer. I could have been stronger. I could have dealt with it in a different way rather than just giving up and running. Because let's say I start a business and I have some confrontation, or I have somebody does something within the business that, like, I feel like is going to make the business just go down, that's going to ruin everything. Am I going to quit on my business because of this situation, or am I going to stand 10 toes down and work and figure out, okay, what can I do to fix this? How can I make this better and grow from that experience and allow that experience to make me stronger and make my company stronger, make my employees stronger, whatever I decide to do? You have to look at your perspective. Your perspective has to change. Perspective is everything, and perspective will change your life. Like when you just change your mindset about something and you say, okay, I'm gonna see it this way because this way is going to allow me to focus on what's important. This person having an attitude is not important. Therefore, I'm not going to allow it to alter my energy. What I'm going to do is smile and see, hey, you need some coffee? You need something? You good? You okay? Have compassionate. Having compassionate is not agreeing with somebody's mood or agreeing with what somebody does. Having compassion is understanding where somebody is, the space that they're in, and just really having the compassion to go over and to help and assist. And if they're still being in that mood, don't allow it to consume you. Don't take on someone else's energy. You want to be that light in the room to change the energy, because if you already know that you're a person who's kind of like an empath, I definitely am an empath. If somebody is feeling a certain way, or if the mood in the room is messed up, my energy, my vibration is low and going low. But I learned to control that. I learned to take my power back and say, you know what? Let me change the perspective. Let me be a light to them. Let me see how I can be of assistance to them and serve them and do something nice for them, although they may have did something wrong to me, although they may have been rude. Let me change it. Let me switch it up and see if that can help them or encourage them to be a more positive person. And I've been in a situation where I've been the negative energy, or I've been the person that is not in the best mood, or that's coming off with bad vibes, and somebody will come over and try to serve me, and I'll be like, dang. And I feel bad, like, dang, I didn't even speak to them, or I gave them a lousy hi, and they came over and said something to me, and then that made me change my mood. So peace starts from within. Peace starts with you. Peace is a decision. It's you deciding that I'm not going to allow this to move me, and I'm going to have control over my own mind, my own emotions, and my own thoughts. Also, the source of your peace matters. Now, if you're putting the faith of your peace in like money, cars, people, acceptance, career goals, relationships, all those things I've tried to put my peace in, or I've tried to allow those things to be my source of peace, my foundation of peace. But then I realized that quickly would go away, and that wasn't peace, that was just happiness. Happiness is temporary. Peace, joy, that's everlasting. And where your source lies is how you get fed with that peace that you're looking for. Now, if you rely your source in a temporary place, like a car, relationship, or something like that, then it might not give you the peace that you're looking for. You may still feel a sense of emptiness, or feel like just confused, like, why do I keep feeling this way? So deciding to be anchored in peace is where you're going to find your true power to continue to have peace and everlasting peace. Now, if you've watched my channel for a little minute now, and I only been like consistent for like a month, you know where I find my source, where my source is. My source is God. My source is the Word. And honestly, that was the thing that was able to help me in making a consistent decision to not allow things to move me. Because if I continue to just, rely on, not being comfortable and just basically having things my way all the time, I would never find peace, because life does not work that way. Life does not revolve around you and the things that you want and the things that make you comfortable. So you have to learn to adapt and adjust to whatever this circumstance is, and decide that in that circumstance you're going to be peaceful. There's a picture on the internet, if I find it I'll put it in here, where there's this bird, and the bird is just sitting there, and there's like a storm and all type of chaos around it, but the bird is just sitting there very peacefully. And so that's what peace is, being surrounded in chaos, but still being anchored and centered, and knowing that and deciding that you're not going to allow all of this to control you. You have to take control of your mind. And one of the things that helped me is a verse in the Bible. It's John 14, verse 27. And I also encourage you guys to go check out Isaiah chapter 43, verse 2 in the Bible. So those two verses helped give me the faith and confidence that I know that God is with me. I can get through this. Like that, I can get through this. It's not that big of a deal. I have the strength and I have the ability to get past whatever the situation is. I hold on to those verses in times where I feel like I'm losing my peace or I'm giving my peace away, because again, you are responsible for the peace that you have and that you keep. It's only a decision when you you decide to give it away. It is not taken from you. So stop putting that responsibility on other people. Stop blaming it on other people. No, you're in charge of that. So that's it for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope that this video was helpful for you. If you have any comments or you have any advice for how to stay in a peaceful state when things around you just seem to be like in chaos and just doesn't make sense, and it's just causing you to just be discouraged and not feeling the best, please comment below, because I'm always looking for some advice on that. Even though I still have my things that I go to, you can never have too many options to go to when you're looking to find peace or when you're just having a rough day. And if you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing, what you waiting on. Go on and hit that button and quit playing, okay? All right, guys, so thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you on the next video. Bye-bye.